hoping, constantly dreaming, always believing. Inshallah, in my world. From the quietest moments to the loudest cries, we gather our courage and we still rise. Yeah, we still rise. We still rise.
Hi my beautiful people, salam, welcome to my channel. So I wanted to talk about just some things that or changes and things that I've been going through recently. So if you're new to my channel, I've recently taken my Shahada. I'm a Revert, converted to Islam, which is something I really have wanted to do for the longest while. But I'm going to speak about some things that I've noticed within myself, and this is not necessarily because I've become a revert. It's just some things that my journey in life has taken me through. One thing that is very significant for me has been the road to wearing head coverings, hijabs, head wraps. I'm not going to just be wearing hijabs, head wraps, just doing all kinds of nice, cute things with my headscarf. And it's just that kind of realization phase. So right now I'm trying to grow my natural hair. So I have naturally curly hair, which I've cut a lot of times. I've done what we call teeny weeny afros, big chops so many times. Right now I'm going through a phase where I was going through a phase where my hair was breaking a lot because I was dyeing it a lot. I wasn't it just wasn't growing. So like I've recently started taking like collagen supplements, really putting rosemary oil, all kinds of oils, wild growth oil, all kinds of things, and really taking good care of my hair and doing a lot of protein treatments and things. My hair's growing, right? It's my phase where my hair's growing, but what I do a lot of the time, you would notice, is my hair it still is everything, but it was at the forefront in everything which was about me, that made me. I'm someone that truly loves myself. I've come through a long journey of ups and downs to come to a point in life where I really do love myself. However, I was placing a lot of emphasis on hair, and I love playing with makeup. No one can take that away. I love playing with makeup. It's just something that I just like to do. But with my hair, it's something where every couple of days you'll see me switch up that hairdo. I wear a lot of protective stylings. Protective styling in braids. I love braids. I love twists, which is something I still will continue to do. But what I did a lot of is wearing a lot of weaves and wigs. So yeah, I was talking to my friend about this yesterday, and she was like, yeah, you should talk about it on a video because it might resonate with someone out there needs to hear this. So like I say, this isn't a video that is remotely about my revert journey. It's about finding myself and finding peace within myself, and actually ultimately loving myself that little bit more. Natural hair, black afro hair, for some is not the easiest to manage, okay? And I don't even really like that word manage. It's a time consuming process. Beautiful. I love my hair, but it's like a plant. It needs watering, it needs nurturing, like anyone's hair. But I feel like us as black people with natural hair, it takes a little bit more work and time. So yeah, I wore a lot of protective styling braids. This allows your hair to grow and have a break, oh sorry. But yes, I also wear a lot of weaves and wigs and ponytails. Yeah, additives. I call them additives. And for the most part, it's something where I'm just like, I wear my natural hair. I happily wear my natural hair. I'm just saying, I'm trying to grow it, okay? And I had to stop dyeing my hair. For about almost a year now, I stopped dyeing my hair. I'd say for at least a year. And I've just been using henna and like, temporary, that kind of thing in the bottle. It's like, it's not a harsh chemical dye. But what taking the time to actually wear head wraps and headscarves has led me to really appreciate my natural beauty, and that my hair, not putting as much emphasis on my hair. One thing that I will say when it comes to wigs and weaves, I'm not someone that wore human hair. I'm not someone that wore human hair. I have worn one unit of a wig that was curly, that was human hair, but that's it. I mean, through all this life, for me, that's good. And this is no dig at anyone that wears human hair. And like many people of all races and cultures and whatever, has maybe worn an additive like a hairpiece, a ponytail, a weave, a wig. Many people have. And often human hair. And there is so much linked to the energy from another person's hair and placing that on your head that is just so not a good thing. It's very low vibrational. It can give you really negative energy. You could be holding someone's trauma on your head top. You know, there's so much that comes with it. A lot of people don't want to hear it. A lot of people may think that this is not a real thing. It's, for me, it's almost like engaging in sex with multiple partners and carrying on soul ties. It's the same with trauma and bad things, bad energies, evil, all kinds of things. To cut a hair, like hair, this is for example why it's like our hair is like antennas, isn't it, into the universe. It picks up such positive vibrations and frequencies, and that's why years and years and years ago they used to grow their hair as long as it would grow. You just wouldn't cut it. Yeah, especially when you think about Samson. Like there's a message in that the hair is such a sacred thing to be valued and cherished, than to take someone else's and put it on your head. Just like, no. But yeah, I don't want to go too deep into that, but for me, and like I said, it's not a dig at anyone, it's something to consider. So yeah, when you have seen me with additives, weaves or wigs or hair pieces, yeah, and people can be like, oh, it's synthetic. Yeah, it's synthetic, and I'm proud. Do you understand? But yeah, for the most part, I've been able to not even worry about that kind of stuff anymore, and think about what lovely head wrap I'm going to wear and headscarf, and let my hair flourish underneath and grow, and my close people will see my hair and things like that. Yeah, I'm not at a point where I'm wearing the hijab fully. I'm obviously on a path and journey of deep-minded thought, and it's a connection, and it's a relationship and a conversation between me and Allah, between me and God. But I know the importance of it, and although it's said to be obligatory, like compulsory, for me it's not even like that. I feel like when I wear something like this, it feels like I'm wearing a crown. It feels like I am royalty. It feels like I am special, and I think it is an honor to wear, I think for the most part it's difficult for new Muslims, especially reverts, when you've been used to having your hair out all the time, to think, okay, no one's ever going to see my cute little hairstyle again. But for me, it's just like, I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. I really am. So I think I'm heading down that path a lot sooner rather than later. But then another thing as well that I'm loving is my outfits have slightly changed a little bit. So I feel, and this isn't again nothing to do with, it's not solely since I've reverted, but I feel like the age that I am now, it's like, I'm not saying when you're a certain age you can't wear certain things, but I just feel like there's a switch that's come on for me where conservative and modesty to me is far nicer and cuter than having everything hanging out. That's just how I started to feel. Like for a long time I've been covering up a little bit, and I feel like less is more. So I'm really into abayas and all kinds of outfits now. Just all kinds of outfits that is maybe not just showing. I'm pulling my sleeve down. And this is what I've always been like. I've always loved to pull my sleeve down right to my thumbs. Yeah, it's comfort for me. But I just feel this is not, and I know a lot of people as well, when they see Muslims or they see women in the hijabs and dressing modestly, a lot of people feel like they've been forced to do so. But I think like when you're on a certain righteous path and you just wanting better for yourself in life, and you're not putting yourself out there to specifically be ogled by men or for validation from anybody else, then it comes to a point where this kind of modesty sits well with the person. It's sitting well with me, and I'm really, really, really happy. Yeah, so like I am going to be doing a lot of shopping hauls, showing you a lot of things that I've got, because my outfit has slightly changed a little bit. I'm still me, but I just feel like it's time to embrace modesty even more, and I just like it. I really, really do like it. But yeah, the hair thing, the conversation I was having with my friend, she knows me every day. Like natural would have a different hair. Not every day, but at least once a week I'm switching it up, unless I got braids in. And I think it's, well, if you are from my main channel, you'll know my hairstyle was always changing, and it still will do, of course. But I'm just like, there's not so much emphasis on that anymore. There's more to life than just hair and makeup. And although I say I like to play makeup, but even that, I don't always wear makeup. I'm able to really tap in and appreciate my natural beauty. Yeah, and it's not a video to tell everyone out there to wear hijabs and headscarves. It's more a realization about what a human hair and the detrimental effects it can actually have on you, like you, your soul, your mind, body and soul, and how much further beyond just a hairstyle it is. B, how less is more. I feel like we're in a time right now where there's so much going on, and there's so much going on that to me, less is more. I just think it's cuter, it's far nicer. I feel like that's for me, and that's not again having a dig at anybody, because that was me before, you know. And there's still certain things that I'll wear, but I would be layering over here and just making things look cute with a little modesty. You understand? Um, and I think C, I don't know why I've got my ABC. Just like to appreciate yourself a lot more, um, and realize that the aesthetics are far less important than your interior and what's within. And I've always said this anyway, what is within is the most important part, you know. I just think that we need to more focus on what we put into our bodies, and that's with food as well. And yeah, that's even with relationships, like partners, what we put into our body. And even our minds, you know what I mean? And what we put onto our body, and the kind of, what are we chasing in life? Like, what are we chasing? Social validation from others, and for clicks and views, or for socials, for the grams? Or are we actually truly happy and content within ourselves? And yeah, I think it's really important that we start in this day and age feeding our mind more, focusing on our minds, and educating ourselves, and loving ourselves and loving each other a lot more. And especially, this is the thing, we're living in times where someone will see me cover up myself or cover my hair and have an opinion about it, rather than someone whose ass is hanging out and tits are dragging on the floor. So like for me, this is my path, my journey, and which I wanted to share some of the positive things that I'm starting to realize within myself. And even someone that says unapologetically me, how even more unapologetically me I have become, more free. How actually taking these steps have actually freed me more from mental slavery, from society and what society expects me, society standards and what they expect me to look like. You know, and like I said to you, there's a lot of programming currently going on in this world, through the media, through the socials, through everything, that we have to be to have our own minds and opinions. So yeah, dress how you want to dress, act how you want to act, wear what you want to wear. If you want to wear the human hair, that's up to you. I'm just giving some food for thought. I'm not putting anyone down, but at the same time, I should be able to dress how I want to dress, do what I want to do, and have my own mind and my own opinions without some of the ignorance that we're facing in this world currently. But yeah, this is a positive video. I'm going to definitely do these little sit downs where I talk about where I'm at, what stage I'm at, thought process I'm at. And to any other new reverts out there, big up to yourselves. Feel free to connect in the comment sections or on my socials, which is Love My Lifestyle, and we can talk further there. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching today. Bye.